Hi everybody, Matt here from Matt Likes Comics. Today I'm going to be doing my response to Allan's Top 10 Challenge of the Week, Top 10 Sidekicks. Hey, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Thank you all and good night. No, that wasn't what they meant by sidekicks now, wouldn't? We all know what a sidekick is. A sidekick is the guy who, or girl who accompanies the hero, like Electro Woman and Dyna Girl. Somebody else and somebody else. I see that Allan did an interesting one over on his channel with regards to this, but I don't have the sidekicks for the most part were a golden age thing. They continued a little bit in the Silver Age, but by the Bronze Age, sidekicks were usually not used very often. Stargirl had one in Stripe, the Stripe, Pat Dugan, for a little while, but there are not a lot of heroes anymore that actually have sidekicks, with one exception, and that is Batman. Batman seems to have always had a Robin. Now, I know that a lot of people out there are probably going to pick Robin for this challenge, and you should. But what I've done was I stuck to one particular Robin, and I actually stuck to one particular era because there are a lot of good comics in that small little bit. And you will mostly see this was between 2010 and to 2012-ish that most of this most of these books come from, because a particular guy by the name of Frank Quitely did a lot of the covers with Batman and Robin at this time, and I loved the way he drew Damian. So that was how I ended up with a lot of the covers from that sort of thing. So without further ado, let me get into my covers of Damian Wayne, who is the Robin I've picked. And this is the cover why I decided to start off with the sidekick, because this one inspired me. This is Batman and Robin 12, which you may or may not have seen on my Instagram feed this week. I pulled it after finding out what the subject was. But it is hilarious because you got Batman and Robin. And the Batman in this series, by the way, is Dick Grayson, not Bruce Wayne. So it's another reason why I thought it was cool, because you had Dick Grayson with Damian and not necessarily Bruce. I do have a couple Bruce ones here. So yes. And here's another one that I really liked. Dick Grayson, Batman, is down on the ground looking at a clue, and in behind, this is Batman and Robin 10. Damian Wayne looks like he's about to take his head off. And I thought this looked pretty cool. So this is the one that I pulled out for that one. Pardon me. Much better. Seemed a little dark. So I'm going to quickly show these again. The kick. And the swing. Next up. By the way, these aren't in any particular order. They're literally the way I flip through them. Got Batman and Robin number 9, where Dick Grayson looks like Batman is about to throw Damian off a building. I kind of like that one. Which is another reason I also like this one. Batman and Robin 5, where Damian and Dick are staring down pistols aimed at their heads. These, of course, have all been Frank Quitely covers so far. Got another one here. Batman and Robin 1. This is probably the earliest book I have in this pile today, because again, Frank Quitely. Next up, a really cool one of Bruce and Damian from Batman 123, Shadow War Part 5. I just like the way they're both looking very determined. Here we have Batman and Robin 16 from the New 52 era. Just look at this. Just look at the way, you know, it's this death of the family. Got Joker faces on both of them. It's really cool. Next up, we're back to the Frank. Well, this one's not Frank, I don't believe, but this one is from. Trying to read the I'm trying to read the signatures. Not Frank Quitely, but this is Batman and Robin 24, where you know Batman's trying to getting his ass kicked by somebody, and Damian, of course, is trying to save him. This series, this is Dick again. It was Dick the whole time for this series, even though Bruce was coming back. Bruce was doing other things like the Batman Incorporated stuff, so it was outside of it. And then the last one, where Dick comes across Damian about to hit the head of the Joker with a crowbar, number 13. And last but not least, number 13 from the New 52 era. This is Batman and Robin 13, Zombie Moon Rising. I just picked it because it's a cool skull cover with both Batman and Damian having faces that are their skulls. I hope you can see that. It's a little dark for a cover, but anyway. Those were my picks this week for my top 10 Sidekick books. If you want to join, grab yourself a camera, grab yourself 10 books with your favorite sidekick on the cover. Not sidekick, sidekick. Sidekick is something completely different. Your favorite sidekick on the cover. Put a video together. Put it up with the hashtag Friday Comic Challenge. I'll be happy to watch it. I know Allan will watch it if you tag him at Allan the Comic Collector Geek. And tag me if you like. I love watching these videos. Thank you all very much for joining me today. If you get a chance, check out my friend and sponsor Ryan Jordan down at Nefarious Comics. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you very much today for joining me. My name's Matt. I like comics, and I hope you do too. Bye, everybody.